From the Huntington Bank Studio, this is Colts 360.
This is the start of the cycle. This is the start of the climb, and we're looking forward to it.
The Colts' 2019 climb begins in Los Angeles as they take on the Chargers. A much-anticipated season opener as Frank Reich returns much of that team that advanced to the AFC divisional round last year. But it's a new year, a new starting QB, and a new Colts 360 right now. The Colts are now just hours away from kicking off their 2019 campaign in LA. I'm Lara Overton, and this is Colts 360. Frank Reich begins his second season at the helm of the Horseshoes and retains 20 starters from last year on this year's roster. One position that has changed, though, the starting quarterback. Jacobi Brissette leads the team into week one after leading the first-team offense throughout the offseason and the preseason. Excitement and expectations high for the Horseshoes as they aim to start the season 1-0. The energy palpable on the practice field throughout the week in preparation to open the season on the road, and infectious throughout the locker room, especially among the Colts veterans. There's some juice in this locker room today. Is that just indicative of the excitement that there is to play week one?
Oh, absolutely. You know, we all excited. We all happy for week one, especially me, you know, not being able to go out there for the first 3 preseason games, you know, finally get to go out there with my teammates. So, you know, I'm very excited. And, you know, as you can see, we all are. So, you know, week one's finally here. Football is back. So, you know, let's have fun.
We always start off the season asking you about this. What is the backpack going to be for week one when you step on the plane to head out to LA?
Oh, my backpack is going to be the Road Runner. We coming out fast.
It's fun to be able to actually play for real now. So we're very excited to be out there on the practice field today and this week and head over there to play meaningful football.
The off season's long and it's there for a reason, obviously, but this is kind of what we've all kind of circled this date. This is kind of the time that everybody's excited to get back on the field. The bullets are flying for real now, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're all excited and curious on how good we're going to be this year, and this is our first showing of what we can do.
As Jacobi Brissette officially took over the starting role 2 weeks before the regular season, the Colts this week signed him to a new deal through 2020. The QB was in the final year of his 4-year rookie contract, and this deal solidifies him as the starter for the immediate future. But the third-year Colt, who negotiated this deal himself just as he did his rookie contract, says despite a new payday, don't expect anything else to change.
Obviously, grateful beyond words for this opportunity, for the Irsay family and Ballard and the team of trusting me, so it's hard to put that part in words, but it's still got to go play football. Money doesn't define me, so it therefore wouldn't change me to I would be anybody different. So just go out there and play football. That's what I'm excited for.
The Colts also this week added a new face behind Brissette in veteran Brian Hoyer. The 33-year-old spent the preseason with the Patriots and first stepped on the practice field with his new team on Wednesday. While he's making quick study of the offense, Hoyer said this opportunity was one he could not pass up.
It was an opportunity to come to a good organization, good team. Obviously, I had known Jacobi a little bit, and I thought it'd be a great opportunity to come here, help him out. And it was a tough decision. You never really want to have to move your family, but when this opportunity came up, I didn't want to pass it up.
Seeing what Frank Reich and Nick Sirianni have done, what excites you about the potential that there is in this offense?
Yeah, well, definitely. I mean, you look at the season that Andrew had last year and the numbers that he put up. And, I knew Frank a little bit from spending some time with him. I was in Arizona for 3 weeks when he was there. And I remember, just the respect I had from a guy who played quarterback in this league, who knows what it's like to play this position at this level. And when I came in to visit on Sunday night, it just kind of confirmed that for me when I met with him. I was telling Jacobi, it's like imagine studying Spanish for 4 years in college, and then in the last week before finals, they're like, all right, here's French. Good luck. Here's the final exams on Sunday. So just trying to figure it out. I mean, there's some similarities, but just trying to take it one day at a time and a little bit at a time.
The Colts' Week 1 opponent boasts a dynamic defensive duo in Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram. The tandem is widely regarded as one of the best pass rush pairs in the league. But the Colts returned their entire starting offensive line from 2018, a season in which they allowed the fewest sacks in the league. and being pressured week one is a task they've prepared to manage.
It's a lot about what we do. I mean, every year or every week there's going to be great pass rushers on the edge, in the middle. They're going to try to do something that we haven't seen on film, and so that's kind of where our fundamentals and our game plan takes over, where we can play our rules, play what we do, and just get after them.
We practice at a high tempo, so pretty much whenever we practice, they're all live to us. So kind of just simulate those things, and our defense is really good, so they don't give us no handouts. So it's fun when we go up against them.
A lot of people talk about this Chargers pass rush. How beneficial is that to prepare against this defense in your readiness for week one?
I mean, yeah, they have a pass rush. They have 2 dominant pass rushers. So hopefully get the ball out quick, and hopefully we can make some plays. I mean, when you have guys like that, and I mean, we've had that in our division when we played the Texans. So, I mean, try to stick to the game plan of slowing those rushers down and try to keep Jacobi up so he can deliver us the ball.
Well, Coach, long-awaited week one finally upon us. When you look at the strength of your team from training camp and throughout preseason, where have you seen the most improvement within your locker room?
I'll tell you what, I mean, in several places. One, on the defensive side of the ball, I felt like last year we had pretty good depth and production up front, but I just feel like at linebacker and secondary, we've gotten deeper with the roster. The production, throughout the offseason, in training camp and preseason has been very good. Competitive battles there, I think, getting us ready for the season.
You mentioned the depth within your roster, and you said earlier this week that you had a moment where you were sitting in Chris Ballard's office. You looked up there at the depth chart, the 53-man roster, and you just had a big smile on your face. What makes you so confident in this team that you've assembled?
A lot of things. Number one, looking at the names up there and knowing each person, knowing what's inside here, the kind of character they have. This is a long and grueling season. We talk about that climb. There's nothing easy about it. And knowing that we have the kind of players with the character that are in it for the long haul. But then also the talent, just pure talent. Chris and his staff have done a great job of continuing to upgrade the roster, so not only with great character players, but skilled and talented players as well. And then just the chemistry on the team, the bond, the leadership. You just feel the right things are brewing.
The team was able to sign Jacobi Brissette to a contract extension this past week. How excited are you for Jacobi to have this opportunity as the starting quarterback, and how prepared is he to embrace that role in the 2019 season?
Very excited for Jacobi. I mean, in many respects, for the last 6 months, it's been like he's been our starter. Andrew wasn't there, so Jacobi's been out there in practice, he's handling the team and all the duties therein, and it's just looked great. And just you can tell this team believes in, wants the best for Jacobi. I believe they'll play great for Jacobi, but more importantly, Jacobi will play great for them. It's a big task, and he's up to it because he's got the physical qualities, the mental qualities, and then he's got a heart of gold. So we're in good hands.
Brian Hoyer also joined your locker room just within the past week. How much of an asset is he as a veteran presence behind Jacobi?
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, I could just tell immediately we got Brian in the building, and I already felt better. I mean, this guy's been around. He's won a lot of games as a starter. He's seen a lot. He's been in several different offensive systems, most recently, in New England, and there's some similarities what we do. Obviously, he and Jacobi have both been backups to Tom Brady, so they had that little fraternity thing going on. It's just important to have that other voice, a seasoned veteran voice, and a guy who you just tell, getting to know him, he's going to be a great influence on that room.
The last time that we saw the majority of your starters playing together was really mid-August against the Browns. What have you guys done in practice, whether it's amplifying the intensity or what necessary to replicate that game speed that you need so you could hit the ground running in week one?
Yeah, that's just it. I mean, what gives us confidence that we didn't have to play a ton in preseason is because of how hard we practice, because of the intensity and the speed of practice. That's what really gives us the confidence to, hey, let's take care of the guys in the games, knowing how hard we're working day in and day out. So we're ready to go.
Looking at the Chargers, speaking of being ready to go, an organization that you spent time within, what are those matchup areas that you feel really strong with your team, and then also those with the LA that present a unique challenge for your team? Yeah,
obviously they're a very good football team. They went, into the playoffs last year. On defense, they're a very good football team. They have those 2 great edge pass rushers in Bosa and Melvin Ingram. Linebacker, they get the veteran linebacker, Thomas Davis. He's a force. against a defensive scheme that is proven. Gus Bradley does a great job with that defensive scheme. On offense, they got weapons all over the place. Phillip Rivers at quarterback. This is a good football team. It'll be a good challenge.
Speaking of Phillip, you had several seasons with him when you were out with the Chargers. 8-time Pro Bowler. What continues to make him such a consistent threat in this league at quarterback?
I mean, the guy has no weaknesses to his game. I mean, he's one of those guys that you say he's an elite quarterback. He's smart, he's tough, he's incredibly accurate. He has this gamesmanship. He's super competitive. He has a knack for making plays. A great challenge for our defense. Now, a great challenge for our defense because Phillip's among the best in the league.
This is such an exciting time because everyone's going into Sunday blank slate. How do you describe the excitement that there is walking into the stadium, in your locker room, and then walking out to that tunnel for the first time, a fresh season, ready to kick things off?
It is, and I think, NFL players there got all kinds of swag, right? So it's not a big deal. We'll just kind of go out and play it cool. But you feel something special in that first game. You really do. And you want to get started on the right foot. Mr. Irsay, talking to him every week. I love talking to him, especially as we get close to the season. He always has a lot of juice, but he always has a lot of juice, particularly about that first game. So we want to get this one for him as well. And, in general, we just want to take it on the road against a very good football team and make a statement about where we're at right now.
Coach, always appreciate the time. Excited to have you bring the juice with us each and every week on Colts 360.
Thanks a lot.
Woo! The Maniac is on a mission to carry that momentum from his Defensive Rookie of the Year campaign into 2019. Why he's even more confident in the Colts defense as they open the season. That's next on Colts 360.
There's a pulse to this heartland. A rhythm that courses through these crossroads. A beat that rises and falls and rises again. It gets us up and keeps us moving. We work to it, dance to it, lose our voices and our minds to it. It's forged by everything we stand for, strengthened by everything that stands in our way. It drives us to share more than seats, tweets, tailgates, but a belief in something bigger. To celebrate success and everything we gotta do to get there. This is the pulse of the heartland. When it calls, we bring it together.
You play this game, you want to be the best, and we playing to be the best linebackers in the NFL. Come on, Diaco, I'm having a press conference. See, people just rude, man. They just rude. They want me to be Maniac right now. I can't be Maniac right now. I almost went into Maniac mode, so I just gotta calm down. Cause these my teammates. You can't go Maniac on your teammates, so I'm like little Mani. Woo! Woo! Yes, sir! Try me if you want to, little guy. I'm gonna put you right there up in your eye. Ooh, woo! And then Maniac comes on Sunday. Let's go! But Maniac gotta go.
You heard it straight from Darius Leonard. You can't go full Maniac in practice. What is the difference between Lil Manny during the week and Maniac come game day on Sunday?
I'm saying Lil Manny is like the practice tempo. You're not taking anybody to the ground. You're not tackling the quarterback. So you can't really go out and be the same guy on Sunday. See, Sunday, there's no rules. You go out, you try to make every tackle. The opposing team is like your enemy, basically. So that's the difference. You in practice, you're taking care of your teammates, but then in the game, you listen, other side, hey, it's you against them.
You made a big splash in your rookie season, introducing the NFL to the Maniac. Where is the biggest growth for you looking from year 1 to year 2 and where you were entering the regular season this time last year?
I'm definitely just being more comfortable. You know, last year I came in, I was nervous, coming into the NFL and thinking everything's going to be fast, so I didn't know really the scheme. So now coming this year, I know the scheme. I know the coach terminology of how people are going to hit us and stuff. So it's definitely making it a whole lot easier for me to go watch film and put myself into play by using my defense instead of just watching film and just see what they run.
During the offseason, we had a chance to go back with you to your hometown. How has the reception back there in South Carolina, Lakeview, South Carolina, amplified as you're the reigning Defensive Rookie of the Year? How much did they welcome you back home after the season that you had?
Man, it was crazy. I mean, everybody just welcomed me back with, like, open arms, So then, like, seeing all the little kids coming up to me with Darius Leonard jersey, seeing with coach shirts, saying that they're their role model and stuff. And, it's great to just to see that, going back to your hometown, just knowing that the whole community is behind you, and that give you that extra drive because you're not just playing for yourself or your family, you're playing for the whole Lakeview community that's been behind you since day one.
Amplified expectations for this season as well, in addition to that fan base that you have built up. What do you like about this particular challenge that the Chargers posed for you guys in week 1?
I just love that everybody's doubting us. That's my biggest thing. I love when someone doubts us because that's give us a great motivation. I'm always up for motivation, so we're just going to go out there and prove that we still can play ball.
When you look at this defense and the pieces that you guys have added through the draft, through free agency, what excites you most about the defense? Because it's one that made significant strides over the course of last season and can do just the same, continue to elevate that ceiling this season.
See, me playing linebacker, you don't run around unless your D-line plays well. So, adding Justin Houston definitely was by far the greatest thing for me, just adding another strength to my defensive line. So I definitely feel more comfortable going in now knowing that I have some great guys in front of me that's going to allow us to run around, make plays, and I know the defensive back definitely look forward to that.
You had a big breakout year last season. Is there someone in this defense, in particular maybe one of the rookies, who you see as having that potential to make that big splash in his rookie campaign in 2019 for the Colts?
I think Rock, you're saying he's definitely been balling day in and day out, especially in practice. He led the team in turnovers in camp. So, hopefully he can just keep getting better day in and day out and prove that he can play because, we see it in practice, so hopefully he can take that to the game.
You have been one who's never shied away from setting those lofty goals for yourself. What are those goals that you have individually? Obviously, we know what your team goals are. You guys set big goals at the start of every season, climbing that mountain. What is the Maniac Mountain looking like?
I'm definitely 200 tackles, 10 sacks, 6 forced fumbles, I just want my name on every at the top of every list, and that's what I strive for. If it's not there at the end of the season, I didn't have a great season.
What's it going to take to start that 10-sack total this week against Phillip Rivers and the Chargers?
I'm just praying that the coach dialed me up on a couple blitzes so I can get back there.
Darius, thanks so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Best of luck, and we know we'll get you back here on the couch more throughout this season.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Thank you.
The Colts are ready for 2019. Are you? As we count down to the season opener, Coach Reich and the Colts take you inside the beginning of the journey as they charge into LA on a mission. That's still ahead on Colts 360. Welcome back to Colts 360. While the season begins on Sunday, the journey has been months in the making. From OTAs to training camp and throughout the preseason, Coach Reich and the Colts players explain how they've prepared themselves to make the climb to the top in 2019.
Every week we go in, we're going to have to bring our A game.
So we know teams are going to come for us, but we're coming for them as well.
Man, it's really the first step. We're really here.
That word potential, that's what excites me.
They doubted us. 1, 2, 3, go!
We have a team goal that we're trying to get to.
We're a blue-collar, hard-nosed football team.
Playing against the best, playing with the best.
Everybody says the sky's the limit because that's true.
We have a commitment to greatness. Come on, baby!
run, hit, tackle.
We're going to hit hard.
Guys are going to fly around and compete.
Bringing the energy.
You're going to see us. You're going to feel us. It's just a standard that we hold ourselves to.
Come on, let's go!
Gonna loft it downfield, looking for T.Y. T.Y. makes the catch! Touchdown, T.Y. Hilton!
Every day we come out here and we play for one another.
We're playing for each other. We wouldn't be in this locker room if we weren't committed to each other.
The expectation is high. You know, we always talk about holding the Lombardi Trophy.
Their goal is getting to the playoffs, winning the division, winning the Super Bowl.
It's a win, win, win.
Everyone has to be the link in that chain. Their link is a strong link.
We definitely want to hit the ground running. You know, you got to step up and show up.
Can't worry about them. You know, we have to worry about us.
It's big, and that really determines how you're going to go as a team.
The intensity is definitely going to be high.
It's another stepping stone for us.
So we definitely want to come out and just show everybody that the Colts wasn't a fluke last year.
Colts on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Go!
Thanks for joining us this week on Colts 360 as the Colts prepare to kick off the 2019 regular season. We'll be right back here next week as the team prepares for an early season divisional battle at Tennessee. For producer Mike Stevens, I'm Lara Overton. We'll see you right back here next week on Colts 360.